Oh, what's up, buds? Welcome to Wanna Buy It. Now, today we have some open ear earbuds from Soundpeats. So we're gonna break these down and let's get into it right now. All right, buds. So right here we have the Soundpeats RunFree Lite. Now, these are their air little conduction open ear buds, so they don't go in your ear. They're just around the ear, mostly in front or on the little bone right there is normally where these type of earbuds where they sit. Right now, the price for these, you're gonna be looking at 30 bucks right now on Amazon. I'll put the link down below for you guys. But also when you click that link, look for the coupon. There's a little square box right there where you can save 20% as well on top of this price. So let's get a little on look feel so I can show you guys what I mean with the open ear. And they really sit like on the bone right there, basically, or right in front of your ears is mostly where these sit at. That gives you that open ear feel, so you can still hear what's going on in the outside world without, you know, blocking off the ears completely. This is really big, I think, for like the hiking, running, any crew like that, where you really gotta watch where you're going when you're out there, especially nowadays. Running on a trail, you want to hear the animals out there. You're running on the street, you want to see the car, hear the car, so all that stuff. So I really feel like this is a really big pair for people that are runners, hikers, people on the go, moving in the outside world. All right, so when it comes to the battery life, they're promoting 17 hours. I like to take a couple hours off of that because if you're listening to heavy bass music or just music all the time on full blast of anything, speakers, earbuds, headphone, whatever, it's gonna die quicker. That's for sure. Normally everything in the audio world is tested at a lower volume to see how long it'll go, like a couple notches up or something. So 17 hours, take a couple hours off of that. You'll probably end up in the 10, 12 hour range, which is still amazing. And one thing I could say, I used it 5 hours straight with a mix of music, podcasts, and talking on them, because you can talk on the phone with these. And I still came home and had a 68% left of battery life, which is amazing. That means I could have went another 5 hours and probably still had like 20 to 15% left still. So you're definitely gonna be in that 12 range easily, I think. So really good battery life on this, because earbuds normally last like 3.5 to 4 hours. Then you got to put them in the case because they're dying on you. So to use it for 5 hours straight and then basically come home to 68% still really good. Not mad at that. So when it comes to the waterproofness of these earbuds, you're going to be looking at IPX4. That means sweat, no problem. If you're going to work out in these, go for a run, work out in the gym, you're going to be fine. You don't have to worry about that at all. The IPX4 should be good in the rain as well, because it could handle splashes from different directions. That's the term of the IPX4. That's in the terms when you look up that. So you should be able to be in the rain if you're doing a morning run or whatever from a country, city, whatever that rains a lot. You should be fine with these. Shouldn't be no problem with IPX4. Just don't want these things submerging in water and stuff, and none of that. If it drops in water, hurry pull that bad boy out. All right, so Soundpeats does have an app for these earbuds. Now, if you go on the app, it's simple and easy to use. Right when you open it up, it shows you the battery life of the earbuds. And in the bottom, you can see that there's different settings. You can go to the EQ. There's an adaptive EQ if you want to do that. And you just set up and do the little sound test stuff. But under that, they have their standard one. You click the little line, and you can click the presets and see if you like any of those. And under that, they have the custom. So with the custom, you can boost up however you want and get your custom sound for these. For me, I just boosted up the highs and stuff, and that's about it. You don't have to do anything, but I'll tell you why later on in the video. All right, so let's get to the sound test of these and what I thought of them and my thoughts about the open ear concept and all of that. Now, what you can expect from these is the sound quality is pretty good on these, but with this type of style, it just feels like it's so far, I want it to cover my ears, because if you can see inside of there, you have this little area, and it sits normally like right here. And it just feels like, oh, I just want to push it. Like when you push them back, let me just put it on. When you do push these back, like right here, when I do push it, it just feels like, oh, now it's in my ear. And it sounds so good. But then when I let it go, it just goes back to where I was pointing at. So that's what you expect from these open ear headphones. So if this is your first pair, it's going to sound like, man, it's not right there, like over my ear. I've had this with the Bose frames. I had this with other ones that we had on this channel. The Soundcore, you know, frames, which is sunglasses, but they have, you know, music that you can hear from them. It's just that same option where your ears just want more. That's why I'm saying this is a specific type of person. This is what they want, and normally it's like runners and all that, because they got the neck strap in the back and they know it's not going nowhere. They got the loops around the ear and they can hear everything around them. So when it comes to the sound for these, they sound very clean. There is nice bass on these. I seen bass boost when I was like going through the stuff. They're like, oh, bass boost or whatever, and you can feel the bass like shake your, like, for me, my little bone right here, and it like shakes and makes my skin tickle. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. It's really cool. But the sound is clear. I will say, for all the songs I was listening to on here, honestly, this thing performed way better when it was podcast. I was listening to a podcast. They sounded so clear. They sounded great. When I was talking on the phone, sounded just as good as the podcast. This might be one of the clearer headphones, earbuds that I've had, honestly, because it just sounded really clear. I was like, went from podcast to talking on the phone, and it was just seamless. It was like the volume was the same. It was just clarity was there. I did like that. Now, if you're one of those people that like your music super loud, blasting loud, I'm one of them. I love that. This is a type of earbud style, open ear, like earbuds, the frames, like I was saying. You want to stay away from these because your ears would just want more. And the same with this, because it doesn't hover right over your ear, it's just right on the outside. It just feels like if you love super loud music, that you're going to want more. You want it to be louder. Now, for the people that are getting these because this is the style you want, you will be able to hear the outside world good. But for some weird reason, your ears start to adjust of what's going on, and you'll start focusing in on the music. And it's weird. It just seems like it's getting louder. Like at first it's like, okay, but it just seems like it's louder and louder. It's just more like your ears are really focusing on that. And then when people are talking, like you got to really focus on them to hear what they're saying, or move it out of your ear. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, that's how it was. At first it just sounds so quiet, but then my ears really focused on what was going on in here, especially when I had the podcast on, and it just seems so much brighter and louder once your ears start to adjust of how to catch that sound out of here. All right, so that is it. Sound quality is pretty good from what I know from open ear type audio products. Getting pretty good sound out of here, but I do like the bass that they have. It has a little rumble that tickles the skin. Like I said, I do like that. And even if you're not using them for outdoors, if you just want something that's going to be, you know, you're at home, you're watching the kids or whatever, and you need something that you keep your hands free, but also does not fall off your ear. You don't have to worry about it falling anywhere, under a table, falling in the toilet, anything. You're trying to watch the kids, but also hear what's going on. You'll be able to hear the outside world. You'll have good calls if you're talking to someone. You'll be hands-free. You don't have to worry about these falling off. So they can work indoors for other situations as well. But if you guys like this, I'm going to put the link down below. Click that. Like I said, it's $30, but under there, there's 20% off coupon right now as well. And if you guys want to check out some of my other videos, go ahead and click somewhere around here. Don't forget the subscribe button. The subscribe button. My name is Rodney. This was Wanna Buy It. Everyone, be safe out there. Peace.